Hi everyone, it is Sunflower Senpai. I am here with the next installment of Beacon Pines. I hope, when I'm recording this, it's Valentine's Day, so I hope you all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope that your whole week is really going well. Let's get started.
Friendly feud.
Uh-oh.
The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
Yeah, I also think that Rollo doesn't have the emotional bandwidth to be there in that same capacity, which is why it's so important to have like multiple people in our lives that get the different parts of us.
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. I really like Beck's house. Oh, Dawn! Hey Dawn, tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yup, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much for some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. Oh my goodness. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Alright, well, be careful out here, Dawn. I forgot where the treehouse is, I'm not gonna lie. Was it up here? I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Alright, guess it's not that way. I thought... Just let us know. This music is also, like, very ominous. The tree... Oh yeah, isn't it, like, over here? Uh-oh. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir? Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. You tell that man, he ain't gonna keep me here. I was unaware that your job included deciding things. We all here at Perennial Harvest, we're all here. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. I also really like red pandas, guys. Like, this thing is so cute. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course course not, sir. Good. Then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Not you being bullied to going back to work. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Okay, so wait. No, that's the right way. We just gotta go this way, right? No. This way? Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Well, maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late. I am that dramatic friend. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I am that dramatic friend.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere. And I got stuck after dinner at Beck's house.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Man is angry. He immediately came out. Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to Mission Control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. Oh my gosh. I would have to ask my best friend. I don't think I'm that dramatic, but that's pretty intense. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. Oh my gosh. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. Oh. Emotional freaking damage. What the heck? I don't think that no matter how mad you are at your friend that you should say stuff this cruel. You can stay out as late as you want. You wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rollo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your paw's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my paw's still around. Oh! So remember, I think it was in episode 1 that I said it, but Rollo reminds me of Ron Weasley. And this is definitely something that Ron would do. I don't know if I didn't say it, I was definitely thinking it. Because I think that Ron Weasley from Harry Potter is one of the worst friends in side character history. He is jealous. And I mean, these are, like, he has human emotions, so, like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like, he was the best friend that was literally the biggest op. Like, you've literally got a man out here trying to unalive you, and your best friend is your biggest op. Like, this is what it feels like.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Yeah, we caught up with Rollo, alright. Where is Gran? She is literally never here when we need her. Are we just getting into bed? What are we doing? Are we going downstairs? If Rollo thinks If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he could shove it. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
We're gonna play some soccer? Ooh, shit. Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Leave. Oh, he's so sad. Oh, my little Luca. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
If Rollo thinks I'm still gonna go to the festival with him, he can shove it. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Alright, are we trying to see if there's... Oh, okay.
Luca dozed off again.
Oh. Luca. I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Gran, I tried. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is just to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Lucas still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Oh, dang. So, like, we're just gonna keep kicking the ball around? There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modvo? She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Gran, it's your room too. There's literally your bed right there. Maybe later. All right then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable.
No, thank you.
Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But that's so dismissive. Like, I get where she's coming from and what she's trying to say, at least I can think of where she's trying to go with this. But that's so dismissive. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. See, I knew I wasn't going to like where this is going. I think that it's important to have people in your life who know when not to cross boundaries. And if Rollo was truly sorry about the situation, yes, I am completely of the mind that that's each individual's person's prerogative of what they're willing to accept as apologies and stuff like that. But I feel like what Luca has gone through is so traumatic, and I know that kids can be kids and say things, and we're all people, but just that was harsh. And I am not sure that me being where I'm at in all of my life would be able to just be oh yeah, we're good. It would definitely I think I could possibly forgive someone, but it would definitely take some rebuilding. But I understand what Gran's trying to say. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? Alright. No. He was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Now, get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. Nah, he better apologize to me. And then maybe I'll think about getting him a corn dog. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Gran, you're not teaching the best of lessons. Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little later for after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
All right, Luca, let's go ahead. There you are. Luca, Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luca looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. I just don't like... I love this game, but I don't like that everyone is putting it on Luca to fix it.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Should I try to... Oh, no. I'm sure he's at the treehouse, if we're being honest. Oh, I never get to talk to this guy. Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gives his big speech, they're gonna have the first annual Biggest Catch competition. As long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Oh my gosh, stop it. I love, like, cheesy lines. Oh, that's so cute. Good luck. That didn't do anything. Oh. Okay, I guess he's not here. Somewhere quiet. You know I have to talk to Dawn. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. And then she goes back to sleep. She's so cute. Okay. Oh, you know what? The library. Somewhere quiet. Yep. He's not in here though. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Oh no, he's sending me on a goose chase, y'all. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Oh. The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
On planet Farple, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
I don't think this is the right one, though.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Yeah, I think it's issue number 5. Ah, you found it!
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now, let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in Grub Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
Grift in Grub Cart? That's it. Grift in Grub Cart. Griffin's Grub Cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Go to Griffin's snack stand. Where was that? this technically be the snack stand? Ah, yes. Are you like a... What are you? Hey, Griffin! Did Rolo come?
Before Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy! I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luca shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Ugh. It's cold. Oh yeah, it's been sitting here for a while. Rolo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luca tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth.
Oh god, he put something in his food. That's like... Okay guys, like, this is legitimately a fear. Because I always see, like, the things of, like, where people, like, put wedding rings in, like, little cakes and, like, champagne and, like, just different stuff like that. And that's literally one of my biggest fears. Because, like, what the hell? Like, why are you putting something like that in someone's food?
He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
Oh, that's so gross. A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
Ew, it's cold and had paper in it. This is getting to be a whole thing. Alright, let's go find the fountain. And then up the steps over here. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fowl harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvests, but I must admit, they do put on a pretty nice party. Oh, these steps. My bad. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. Oh no. Why is polka music starting? But Rolo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task? A friendship brings. See? That wasn't so hard. Hard. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Good luck, Luca. Takes flight but has no wings. Aw. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rolo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Flight. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it. You were supposed to let me apologize first. Yeah, you should have. Oh, sorry. Now you apologize twice before me. Just let me do this. Luca, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Frollo. Still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. You're right. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Rollo, I don't deserve you. Oh! I don't deserve you either. Oh, they're so cute. That's why we deserve each other. Oh. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. No kidding. That sounds perfect. Where do we go? Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you
Rollo
this.
handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh no.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Oh, what? No, I would be looking for Gran. What the heck does that mean? What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go to all that trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words. But that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Aw man, we missed the fireworks?
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
What the hell is going on?
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't.
I'm with you.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna stop here. But when we come back, we are going to figure out what happened. Where we're going with this. There are so many endings. I have no idea how many chapters there are or how far we're in, but we are going to get through this. It might take us a while, but we're gonna get through this. Alright, well, I hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful week. I will see you next Thursday. Still trying to work out posting more than once a week, but we'll see what that looks like. Alright, I hope you all have a good one. Bye.